Flosstube. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Heather. I'm the 20-minute stitcher, and today is Sunday, March 20th of 2022. For those of you who are new to my channel, welcome. I call myself the 20-minute stitcher for two reasons. One is I am a busy single mom, and so frequently the only time I get to stitch during the work week is the 20 minutes between when my daughter gets on the bus for school and when I have to get my son up to get ready for his school day. And I also try to keep my videos to 20 minutes or less. I love so many great floss tubers out there, but I always end up having to watch their videos like in 3 different sittings because they're longer. So I thought maybe I could fill a niche and have videos out there that are a little shorter, easier to kind of digest in one sitting. Plus, as a busy single parent, I love to stitch, but I don't necessarily get enough done in a week to fill much more time than 20 minutes. So if you're new here, I hope you like what you see. I hope you'll subscribe and like my videos and come back for more. For those of you who are returning, I'm so grateful that you continue to share some of your time with me. I am a little bit behind on replying to comments, and I'm sorry for that. It's been a very busy week, but I will reply. I love reading all your comments. I love learning more about what you're stitching and reading and doing all kinds of learning all kinds of things about the people who are out there. One of the reasons I started my channel was I was always sort of the only person I knew who cross-stitched, and I really like the community that has built up around cross-stitch. It's a shame that it seems to have taken a global pandemic to get more people to pick up the craft and the hobby, but I'm so grateful to be living in this time with this great community and this great resurgence of cross stitch. So I figured a little bit of a life update. As I mentioned, it's been really busy. I am so far behind on so many things. My house might look nice and neat because I'm just in a room that doesn't have much in it. My house is a disaster. Laundry is overflowing. My kitchen is just so that is what I will be doing when I'm done filming this Flosstube video, is cleaning my house. It's been a super busy weekend and a busy week at work. We have some big things coming up at work that are keeping me busy. My daughter made her high school softball team, the junior varsity squad. They had their first scrimmage on Friday night. So it's been lots and lots of practices, and her first scrimmage Friday night went really, really well. They didn't win, unfortunately, but my daughter had a really great game. She didn't get any hits, but she'd laid down a sacrifice bunt. It was the first bunt she'd ever laid down in her entire life, and she advanced the runner, and she was about that far from beating out the throw to first. She's very fast, so I suspect that if she can get good at bunting, her coaches will probably have her do that a lot because she can advance the runner and actually stand a pretty good chance of maybe beating the throw and being safe at first. But she was not on Friday, but she did advance the runner. And then she made an amazing catch in center field for an out, which was awesome. So I'm super, super proud of her. She was very nervous, her very first high school game. So hopefully it built a lot of confidence for her, and it was great to be sitting out at the ball field again and getting to watch her play. Then what else did we do this weekend? It was just very busy. My nephew's 5th birthday party was yesterday. My son was a little under the weather for a little while. And then one of my daughter's best friends does Irish dance. And so they had their annual St. Patrick's Day concert today. So we went and watched her friend dance, which was lots of fun as well. So it's been a busy weekend. I will say that I have discovered a way to get a little bit more stitching time in the week sometimes. I mentioned my daughter plays softball. They have practices on Saturdays. Typically they're 2.5-hour practices, so I typically just drop her off and then come back and pick her up when they're done. But this past Saturday, because of the weather, their practice was shortened to only 90 minutes. Well, her high school is a 30-minute drive from our house. So when her practice was shortened, I said, well, I am not going to drive 30 minutes out there and 30 minutes back, and to only have about 40 minutes at home to then drive 30 more minutes out there to get you. So I just packed a backpack with a book and some stitching, and I sat and stitched for like 45 minutes in my car just while I was waiting for her. So I got a lot done. So that was pretty awesome. So I think I'm going to try and sort of always have one sort of slightly smaller pattern that is easy to just toss in a bag and stitch while I'm sitting around and waiting for her because that was actually really nice. It was just the right pattern because it didn't take up a lot of space in my car. There weren't a lot of different floss colors or anything. So it was an easy one to kind of just sit in my car and stitch on. So that was pretty awesome. I was pretty excited about that. So I guess, oh, look, here comes a cat. Awesome. Okay, go away. Sorry about that. That was Isa. She's my long-haired cat. And usually she ignores me when I'm doing stuff like this, but apparently we've been gone too much this weekend, and so me sitting here talking is interesting. Hi, Isa. Here, come. You want to come say hi? You want to say hi? Oh, you got some gunk on your eye. We got to take care of that. Okay, can you go down there, please? Thank you. All right, so that's a bit of a life update for me. Kind of busy, but love that it's busy. Love watching my daughter play softball. So happy that it's softball season again. On to stitching. So I'm still doing my March Madness. Thank you to those of you who voted after my last video. So there were two choices, two Lizzie Kate patterns that I was having you all choose between. In my last video, they were both new starts. One was Christmas Is, and the other was, I forget what it's called, but anyway, I Know God is the name of the pattern. And the I Know God was the one that won. So I'll start with that and show you the progress I made. I actually got a lot done on it, in part because it's mostly words, and words go quickly. But also because, as I mentioned, I discovered that I could sit in my car while my daughter's at softball and get a lot done. So I actually did that 2 different times. I did that before her scrimmage. She had to be there early for team pictures. And then the scrimmage was after. And then Saturday morning while she was at practice, I did it as well. So this one, oops, hold on. How about I get the pattern out so you can see what the finished product looks like. So this is a fairly old Lizzie Kate. It's copyright 2011. I've had it in my stash for years and years and years. But it came in a little like CD case box. And so this is the pattern. And it says, I know God won't give me anything I can't handle. I just wish he didn't trust me so much. And it comes with a bonus pincushion, but I'm doing the actual pattern. So this is what I got done this week. Quite a lot, actually. I am using the DMC conversion. So the pattern is published with, I think, Gentle Arts and Crescent Colors, which I think they're called something else now. But I'm just using the DMC conversion for it. So that is where I'm at right now. Like I said, it's stitching really, really quickly because it's just small little motifs and then words stitch really quickly once you get sort of the pattern of the font in your head. It's pretty easy to stitch. So this one's coming along quickly, which is really nice. So in typical March Madness fashion, I was thinking this week, like, what do I want to do? Do I want to pick out sort of 2 new patterns, not new like new starts, but new to the March Madness bracket, or should I truly make it like a bracket, right? And take the 2 that won before and put them head to head. And I kind of went back and forth because I have lots of patterns that I have in progress and lots of ones that I want to start, but I decided I needed to be reasonable and that the goal is not to have as many whips as possible, although I know maybe for some people that's the goal. For me, that's not really the goal. Plus, I'm running all my project bags. Well, that's not true. I have 1 project bag that doesn't have anything in it, but almost all of my project bags are full. So I decided we're going to make this a true March Madness bracket. So you guys get to choose between the 2 winners thus far. So again, obviously that was this one, which will continue to use the keyword trust for this one. If this is the one you want me to continue working on and see if I can finish it by the end of March. Then the one that won the first week, was it the first week? No, I think there was oh, wait a minute. Hold on. I don't know. You know what? My brain is fried. We'll just say that this was the first one. I don't think it was. But anyway, the other one, one of the other ones that won was the I'm Positively Bedeviled with Meetings, which I had mentioned I was stitching to hang in my new office because I have a lot of meetings at my work. Not a bad thing, but sometimes it's a little exhausting and a little frustrating because I don't get my other work done when I have weeks where I'm in meetings all the time. But this is that quote from Moira Rose from the Schitt's Creek television show, which I just love. And that was the winner of, like I said, a couple weeks ago. And I got a little bit done on it, so I have words started. So I think that these will be the votes for this week, and I will just work and really see if I can get whichever one wins this week done by the end of March. That would be pretty awesome if I could. So again, here are the patterns for you to vote on this week. So there's the I know God won't give me anything I can't handle one, or I'm positively bedeviled with meetings. So two very different patterns, very different styles. So trust if you want me to finish or try and finish this one. Meetings if you want me to try and finish meetings this month. And really, I was having lots and lots of fun with that Lizzie Kate. So I honestly didn't work on any other patterns this week. I was really trucking along on this one, which actually isn't true. I did work on my work pattern. If you'll recall from my very first video, I did my little whip parade, and I have a pattern that I keep in my office at work to work on during lunch, or sometimes I am running a Zoom for a meeting that I'm not really part of, but I need to be paying enough attention to mute rogue microphones or handle a technical issue that comes up. So I can't really work on like my actual work while I'm running the meeting because it requires more attention away from the Zoom than I'm able to give. So I do keep a little pattern at work for like the one time a month that those situations come up, or like I said, while I'm taking my lunch break or something like that, I'll stitch for a little bit. So I did work on that some this week, but that is in my office. So I don't have that to be able to show you. So I guess it'll be a short video this week. I don't have much more to show you. In terms of other things I'm doing, we are watching a lot of, my daughter and I have become big fans of Our Flag Means Death, which is on HBO Max. So, and I am also really enjoying The Gilded Age, also on HBO Max. So that's some of the television that I'm watching right now. I think I've mentioned before, the kids and I are also watching The Big Bang Theory. It's new to them, obviously, but then it's fun to rewatch. I really, really love that show. That's one of my favorites. So that's kind of what we've got going on. I'm not really reading anything right now. We started The Hunger Games on audiobook for my son today. So that's kind of fun to go through those books again with him. We'll see if they hold his interest or not. But otherwise, I have not been reading at all. Like I am, as I mentioned at the top of the video, my house is a mess. Like things are, I don't know, this time of year, I just, lately I've been feeling very, very disorganized. So I guess when I get off this video, that's what I'm going to go do, is get my house reorganized, and maybe that'll help me be a little more focused on other things. So I guess that's all I have for today. This one will be a short and sweet one. Moving forward, I'll try and get a little more stitching done on some other things, so there's a little bit more to talk about. But again, I would love to have your votes for what I am going to try and finish in March. I do have a goal of trying to stitch to completion. And fully finish at least 12 projects this year. So I guess getting something done in the next week and a half would be a good progress toward that. So again, trust if you want me to work on this one, meetings if you want me to work on this one. Would love to hear what you're stitching on. I do, as I mentioned at the top of the video, I do work to reply to all of my comments. Getting to know more people is one of the reasons why I'm doing this. So those of you who are still waiting on replies, I'm going to work on this tonight. So thank you for your patience. Thank you, as always, for your time. I hope you enjoyed my video, and like the video, subscribe if you want to get notifications of when I post more. I do post. I've been doing pretty well keeping up with once a week. I enjoy it. I guess one benefit of shorter videos is it's easier to do that. But yeah, I would love to hear comments from you and learn more about who's watching and what you would like to see more of. And I am happy to kind of do that. I'm learning as I go. So I welcome your feedback and welcome your comments. Hope you all have a wonderful day. I hope the weather is beautiful where you are. We are one day away, I guess, right? I guess it becomes spring overnight officially. So hopefully we're heading for warmer weather. I hope you are all well and take care of yourself, and I will see you next time. Thanks so much.